then Jacob, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you will be the ones that will rule over this earth under the Most High, His laws, statutes, and commandments, under so-called Jesus.
What's going on? Shalom, brother.
And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. All right. It's for chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And that explains why the white man has so much hatred. The so-called white man has so much hatred for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because he was the firstborn. The birthright was his. But he gave it up for a raw piece of meat to Jacob.
That's why they eat raw food to this day.
It's like the animals that they are.
Go to Obadiah 1 and 10.
Come.
Proving that for everything this white man has done to us and these other nations, not just the white man, everybody outside of the 12 tribes, all these other heathen nations, for what they've done to us. We can't honestly sit back and think that we break the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High and we get punished and they can kill us for over 400 years and nothing happens. Why you think they say vengeance is the Lord's? Because something's gonna happen.
That's right. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
For a little while.
Forever.
They will be cut off forever. This is the white man's heaven. But for his violence against us, he will be cut off forever. But you meet a white man, they'll tell you, nah, they can make it into heaven too. The Bible calls them heathens. They are heathens.
That's right. It's verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. And that's plain and simple. Every single so-called white man will be cut off with slaughter. There'll be a day when we'll be looking at white people in museums. And I'm gonna be showing my kid a statue of a caveman. And be like, this person had us in slavery, son. And we're gonna be laughing about it. Chilling with Yahushua, so-called Jesus in the kingdom.
That's right.
That's righteousness. That's justice. We serve a just God.
Let me bring Isaiah out if you want to hold this for me real quick. I want to get this Isaiah 13. I'm going to show y'all a little more on actually what's going to happen to these Edomites and these other nations.
All these other nations going into captivity under the nation of Israel. Thus said the Lord in the Old Testament and the New Testament.
All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13. We're going to start at 1. For a lot of those people who say, well, you Hebrew Israelites just read what y'all want to read. And y'all don't read in the beginning, the starting of it, or the ending of it. All right. The burden of Babylon, which is America, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. Lift ye up a banner unto the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake their hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. I have commanded my sanctified ones. So he's giving us commandment. He wants us to start going to places. Raise your banner. Because there's a war about to happen. That's what happens when you go to war. You raise that banner.
What banner you got in your hand right there, Op?
Got that sword. This that Bible. You know what I'm saying? Ready to cut them heathens every which way.
That's right.
All right. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. For those who say God ain't got no emotions. He said for his anger. All right. Even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitude. Understand, he's saying multitude. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of people out here. In the mountains. Like as of a great people. The tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations. The kingdoms of nations. He's not just saying one nation. He's saying all nations. Gathered together. So he brought them all together. Who can only do that? That's the Most High. He's the only one who can gather everybody together. All right? The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. To do that, you must be the Most High. He's the only one. So you know, this is not our fight. This is the Lord's fight. He wants this to go down. It has to happen. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven. Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. They not just gonna leave a piece of it. We coming to destroy the whole land.
Con.
It's not gonna be nowhere to run. It's not gonna be nowhere to hide. You can't dig a hole deep enough in the ground. You can't go far enough in the ocean. You can't go too far out of space that the Most High can't find you.
Con. Ain't nowhere you can go to the dark side of the moon. Most High angel still gonna find you.
Verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. So all type of pain and everything is starting to come on these people. All right. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. That's childbirth. They're going to be in pain like a woman giving birth to a child. And if you ask any woman right now, she'll say that's the most painful thing that she ever endured in her life. All right. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. People gonna be set on fire. All right. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. Again, for those who say the Lord does not have hatred, the Lord does not have anger. It says cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. All right.
But they think he coming back with flowers to pass out hugs out.
And see, the problem is with our people, they don't want to understand. The first step to understanding the Most High is fear. You have to fear the Most High.
That's right.
That's the problem with us. We ain't got no fear no more. We think the police the only ones that can beat us down. You think a prison gonna really do something to you. A jail ain't shit. It can't do nothing. But when the Most High get a hold to you, then you got problems. All right? To lay the land desolate. We all know what desolate means. We all know what that means. There's no need to break that down. He said he's going to lay the whole land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations shall give no light. Shalaki. For the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened and going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. So now what you're dealing with is a complete blackout. Complete blackout. The sun won't shine.
God.
The moon won't shine. There ain't no stars in the sky. If you trying to navigate with the stars, it ain't gonna happen. It won't happen. So now everything that's gonna happen to you is gonna be in pitch black, dog. You ain't even gonna see what's happening. All right?
That's them nuclear missiles.
And I will punish the world for and the wicked for their iniquities. And I will cause the arrogancy. See, all these other nations, these white folks, these Asians, Chinese, Vietnamese, all these other nations sit so high right now and they look down on us.
That's right.
Because our sisters running to go get their hair done. You know what I'm saying? Are they toes done? We running to go eat their food. You feel what I'm saying? We going to them. We going to these Arabs and these Iranians for everything.
Kind.
So they feel when we come in their store, they can say whatever to us.
Kind.
All that arrogance. All right? Of the proud to cease, Salaki. And I'm gonna go back to 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquities. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right? 21. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Kind.
Even a man than the golden wedges of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts. So again, we know that this is the Lord's battle. All right?
That's that thermonuclear fire. Intercontinental ballistic missiles.
And in that day of his fierce anger, and it shall be as the chased rope, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. Nobody ain't gonna be able to save them. Nobody coming for them. This is the Lord's battle. They shall, every man turn to his own people and flee. They gonna try to run from this. And that's even what our people doing. We trying to run from this truth. Keep running from it and you're gonna be caught up with them heathens. It already told us 2/3 of our people gonna be cut off.
Kind.
Don't fall in that number. All right? Matter of fact, hold on, I'm gonna get something else too to show our people that we're not supposed to even be following what they doing. All right?
Jeremiah 10 and...
You already know it, brother. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Shall be thrust through. And everyone that is joined unto him shall fall by the sword. Even if you're trying to take up for that white man, you're trying to take up for these other nations, you join in with them.
Kind.
I done already chose my side. I know a few other ox that done already chose their side. Y'all want to go against us when we come out here and we try to teach y'all who you all are, who we are as a people, as a nation. But you all still want to come at us like we doing something wrong. All right? Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. So what that's telling you? What that's telling you, it's not going to be peaceful. Everybody think that this is a peaceful image of the Most High and that he's going to keep dealing with all these people in their wicked ways. He's not. He's going to do away with it.
Kind.
Behold, I will stir up the menace against you, which shall not regard silver as for gold. Your money won't do you no good. You can't buy your way out of this.
That's them terrorists.
They shall not delight in it. Your money is no good to them.
Kind.
You don't need your money. It's not enough money that you can give me to turn from the Most High. The bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. So if he's not even having pity on their unborn children, how is it then that we supposed to just sit here and go along with all these other nations he's telling us what he gonna do to them?
That's right.
How do you comprehend, how do you rationalize that in your mind to still do what these other nations doing, and he's clearly telling us with his cruel boat and anger, wrath, he's destroying these people, but you still want to cling to them. All right? Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chesapeake, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, even you Christians know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. He destroyed it.
That's right.
He destroyed it. He even destroyed Lot's wife because he gave orders and directions on what to do. He said, do not look back. She looked back and turned to a pillar of salt and blew away in the wind. All right? And he said he's going to do the same thing to America, Babylon. The same thing is going to happen.
Con.
All right? It shall never be inhabited. After it's done, nobody's coming back here. Nothing, nobody's coming back here. Neither shall it dwelleth in for generation to generation. Neither shall the Arab pitch a tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But the beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of dog creatures, little lizards, little spiders, all types of little creatures like that gonna be here. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be here. Little bugs. And owls shall dwell there. And the staters. And I actually looked up what a stater was. I wanted to know that what that was for myself. It looks like a man demon looking thing with little horns. So they're gonna be dealing with that. They're gonna have that to deal with here. Little mythical creature looking things. That's what that is.
God.
You can Google it for yourself. Shall dance there. So they gonna dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their peasant places, and in her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Her time is almost at hand. It ain't gonna be too much longer. We can see how the world's going right now. And for my blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have to get back together. We gotta get back in this word.
That's right.
All statutes and commandments that we must follow. They got us out here all separated. As long as we separated, they can keep doing all this stuff to us.
That's right.
All right? Now, I'm not out here trying to teach you all how to love the white man. When the Bible says love you one another, it was speaking to the children of Israel.
Con.
Our own people. It was not speaking to these other nations.
Con.
All right? The Bible even told us to not learn the ways of these other nations. I'm going to get you Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Con,
And we're going to even go over all of this Christmas and these holidays that we celebrate. All right. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. And this will show you all how you're not supposed to be celebrating this Christmas.
That's right.
These heathen holidays. All right. O house of Israel. That's God's people. The 12 tribes. He said, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen. We are not supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. All right? That Christmas is not ours. That's not ours. You even heard about the pagans. You heard about that. That's not ours. Christ was not born in December.
Con.
That's all a lie. That's not Jesus' birthday. That's a lie. And we teaching these kids about Santa Claus. when we need to be teaching them about the Bible and what it says about teaching your children about Santa Claus.
That's right.
The Bible says, learn not the ways of the heathen. All right? And be not in dismay at the signs of heaven. For the heathens are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. That is vanity. We are teaching our children vanity.
Con.
White people go home and they teach their children how to hunt and kill us. We teach our children about the boogeyman. We teach them dumb stuff. We don't teach them what thus saith the Lord.
Con.
We don't teach them that because we feel that we hurting our children and we don't get them gifts for Christmas. The Bible said these things are vanity.
Con.
And we're not supposed to do it. All right? For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe.
Woo.
So you already see that they going into the forest right there.
Bring it out, Op.
They going into the forest. What you doing when you going into a forest in December? You going to get a Christmas tree. All right? They deck it with silver and with gold. That's all them little banners and little streamers that y'all put around the Christmas tree.
That's right.
All them little balls and everything that y'all want to hang on it. That's what it's saying. All right? They fasten it with nails. They fasten it with nails and hammers that it not move. That's when you're sitting it in your front room. They got a little stand there to sit in, but before that they had to hammer it and nail it down in the ground.
That's
so
right.
It wouldn't move. That's a Christmas tree. Now I done already showed you where it said, learn not the ways of the heathen, for this is vain. We are not supposed to do this. We are leading our children to destruction. That's what we do. All right? They are upright as palm trees, but speak not. That's your Christmas tree all day long. Why are we constantly doing what the Most High says we're not supposed to do, and then we feel like he did us wrong when he won't give you a blessing? We don't deserve the blessing. We teaching our children how not to get blessings.
Con.
It told us in the Bible on how to even receive blessings. But the problem is we don't know who we are. You so busy thinking that you're an African American. You can't be two people at one time. How you gonna be an African and an American? You can't do that. How you gonna be black? My uncle already told you black was a color.
Con.
The Bible tells us our nationality. And until we come back into our true nationality, all of these things are gonna keep happening to us. Esau and these Edomites and these other nations will continue to rule over us. We have to understand that as a people. Nobody wants to sit here and read for themselves, but y'all constantly quote what the pastor said. The pastor just ain't doing nothing but taking your money and breastfeeding you milk.
That's right.
He ain't giving you the real meat because he knows you won't need him. The Most High said, I will raise a nation of priests.
That's right.
You will be able to preach and prophesy for yourself. You won't need a pastor. That's all lies and false doctrine that they want to teach you. Everybody want to say John 3:16, for God so loved the world. But he don't want to break down what the word the world means. He don't want to do that. Because he might have white members. All of these things lead us into destruction. The Bible told us, study to show thyself approved.
That's right.
You can't lean on another man's understanding. You can't even trust me with it. You got to research for yourself.
That's right.
Get your own understanding of this Bible.
Give him John 17:9, Op. We got to teach our children to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because then the Most High fight for us. We won't have to lift a finger.
God. All right. What we gonna show you here is Christ himself. When they told you John 3:16 meant everybody in the world, that was a lie. And I'm gonna show you right now. Thus saith the Lord. The book of John, chapter 17, verse 9. I pray for them I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me.
Con.
He said, I'm not praying for the world. There is that word world again. There are many worlds. You have to understand that. He said, I am not praying for the world. All right? And all mine are thine, and thine are mine. We here. These other nations and these heathens, these white folk, they don't belong to the Most High.
That's right.
He already told you that the people that's the apple of his eye are the children of Israel. But we so busy being caught up in trying to be a good Christian. Being Christian means Christ-like or the anointed one. Who was he speaking to when he meant the anointed one? The Hebrew Israelites.
Con.
They took a word and made it out of a religion.
That's right.
Just like they took what we are, Israelites, and made it a place. Israel was never meant to be a place. It's a group of people. But we don't understand that. We sit back and let the white man tell us what they want to, and they force feed us with their history books.
Hit her with the Deuteronomy 76.
I'm gonna give them this revelation, because everybody knows about revelation.
Con.
And see, everybody want to go along with this notion that they Christians, or they Muslims, or they all with this Buddha, or Catholicism, or whatever junk they want to say. But this is on the walls in heaven here. This is revelation. And it had a wall, great and high. It had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
The 12 tribes. The black Americans, you are the Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
The same tribe that Christ came from. You are not a nigger. You are not black. You are not an African American. You are a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. It even said right here on the walls, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Ask your pastor about the 12 tribes. Ask him why he ain't told you out of all this time you've been in church that you were a Hebrew Israelite. He'll look at you crazy. I'll probably have a deacon walk you out.
He gonna say they were done away with, brother. He gonna say it don't matter, brother.